video on this. MiniMeters is dropped a new release, and that is they've updated this beautiful metering app. And here's what it looks like. I showed it in the previous video, but there's a lot of new functionality that they added. I'm gonna show you the settings, but we'll go through. Here's all the settings in here. So the VU meter is new, so they added in that. Let me just go through here. It'll make it easier for you to visualize it. So let's talk about the new features. So first of all, they not only made it a plugin suite for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, but it also has a standalone, which is what I'm using currently. And then in version 1.0, you get the plugin versions of each of the meters and the new quad layout. So having a plugin version means now I can put it into Ableton, or if you have another DAW, you can put it into that. Before it was just a standalone as far as I remember. And I hadn't used it in a while just because I hadn't been doing a lot of videos with Ableton recently. But wanted to, when I saw this, shout out D0 for pointing it out, even though he didn't know I already had it. Yeah, it's a lot of new stuff. So you get all these plugins right here now, which exist in the app, in case you were wondering. They're right here. All the modules are here. So if you want them all on, you just click them and turn them on. Now, I primarily use this one with the clip that you see going across here. So when I'm playing, you'll see it. But it's nice to see the LUFs as well as have this one over here, and you can get rid of them if it is something you don't need. Currently, you can see me talking through it too, which is great because I'm about to show you the best feature to me that they added, which I'm going to do it right now. You can record and pause now, and if you want 60-second clip, basically skip back is now on your desktop. If you go into here, you can see that you can audio capture 10-second clip button, and then you have a 60-second clip. And I'm just leaving it on the 60, why not? And then whenever you stop it, you can just grab this right here, the clip. So if you want to do 10, you can put 10 on. I just have it at 60, which is what I probably would use. And then you close the settings here. Again, these are now in the DAW, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm just going to press play. I'm not worried about the capturing as much. But this is kind of cool, even when I'm doing a video where I can see where my voice is hitting. I have a little more metering tools now right here on the desktop that I don't have to shy away from using now because, hey, why not? So here's all your modules. You guys can go to directmusic.itch, I think is how you spell it, itch.io/minimeters. And that's where it's at. Here's your system requirements. It's $20 or more. I think it's well worth $20, and it helps out this dev. And the fact that it works on Linux, it works on, of course, PC. We already talked about this, and Mac OS. That's a win. Once you buy in, I did not pay for this new update. In fact, I purchased it for $10 139 days ago. And you can see now it's 20 with all these new features, and they gave us the update for free. So if you bought in, then you know, right? If you didn't back when I did the video for $10, then now I would say get it while it's 20 at least. So, you know, that way you'll have it. All right. So let me show you. I'm going to minimize this. So see how we're in Ableton right now, and I'm recording. Technically, I'm going to pause the recording. I didn't even press record, but you can grab a clip, and there you go. /MiniMeters, and that's where. So I'm thinking that based on what I know, right? If you don't press record, it's not grabbing the clip in front of you. It's grabbing what you actually recorded. So if I hit record now and I start playing, I think it's grabbing the last 60 seconds of whatever I'm recording. I could be wrong. It could be more to it, but we're going to find out in just a second here. We're only about 11 seconds in. I'm not stressing recording 60 seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it and then grab and see what it does. So it is grabbing the last 60 seconds. Again, I did not pay for this new update. In fact, I purchased it for $10, 139. So whatever's the last 60, if you just want to do 10 seconds, then just do 10 seconds. So I'm going to try it for 10 seconds real quick. I'm going to change this out. Show 10. So you can have both on, it looks like, and just capture 10 seconds, which is fine too. It says that if you click and hold, you can drag it. That's pretty easy. Let's just press record here and see what we get when we hit play. I think it starts from the time you press record and play, which is fine. But if you're just capturing whatever, then you can do that too. All right, so we'll stop there. Let's grab the 10-second clip, put it down here. It starts from the time you press record and play. It does. Which, all right, that's enough for hearing me. So yeah, it starts from the time you hit record. However, it does record the previous seconds, I believe. I believe it's still recording. So, because when you do this right here, press play, it's still going as far as I know. I'm going to see if it's grabbing the last 10 seconds. We're going to pause it and see what it grabs. Whatever, then you can do that too. Because when you do this right here, press play, it's still going as, yeah, so it's, okay, so this is how it's working. I just figured it out. All right, so it's recording while we're talking, right? While it's playing, it's still recording. So anytime you have this playing, then it's recording. However, if you specifically want to get a targeted something, then you need to hit the record and play, and it'll start from that moment. Otherwise, it's just recording and you're grabbing the past 10 seconds or the past 20 seconds of whatever, 20 seconds, the past 10 or the past 60 seconds of what you're recording. So if you don't know what you want to record, but you just maybe sampling off of like a Spotify or something like that, you probably do best to let it just play and just capture 60 seconds and take that audio and use that. Otherwise, if you have loopback on your device built in, then you don't even have to worry about this. This tool is great for more than one thing, but as far as this capturing clips and audio, technically you could use loopback in your device that you have, or you could just use this. If you don't have a device but you're all into the computer, this is a great $20. It's cheaper than an audio interface, and you could just capture the audio right there on your computer and just drop it in to wherever you want to be or whatever you want to use it for. Let's just check and see if this works with Koala. Why not? Because we're already on here. So I'm recording. I'm going to capture the last 60 seconds, and it works. So this is incredible. I'm going to pause this for a second. Check this out. The past 10 or the past 60 seconds of what you're recording. All right, that's enough of hearing me. You can literally grab and drop into Koala. So it doesn't matter which one you have. This little $20 app is worth having. And by the way, like I said, I haven't even updated. Hold on, let me do settings. If you go to plugins and rescan, you should have some plugins for this particular app now since I've downloaded it. So let's go to here, and this is, I'm going to have to see if I can find it for you because I don't know what it's going to be under. But they are plugins now that you can use in your DAW. And there it is. I believe it's MiniMeters. Here you go. So you see it right here. There's a few of them. It's under MiniMeters. And so if you need a loudness, well, maybe the oscillator or whatever, you should be able to drag it into a track. And now you have it there going. And if you hit record, I would imagine, well, I can't just imagine. You got to actually, well, let me do this here. Go to live settings, and you got to make sure the audio is routed from your voice. So I think we're recording in this USB mic. There we go. I'm going to turn that off so we don't get feedback, but you should be able to get, I think it's only going to pick up. So you see right here where you can see the voice. Sorry, you're hearing the voice twice. That's why it sounds like that. So as soon as I turn that off, you can tell. Or if you just use the in right there, the auto. Nope. So you're getting an extra double voice because I'm running the sound. It's the way I have the routing done. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Let's just look at one more. Let's look at the waveform because that's the one I would probably gravitate toward using. By the way, you can use them all. You don't have to use just one. But now if you open this up, now you have this here. And if you go into settings, audio capture is right here. So watch this. Show the 10-second button and the 60-second button. Now we're just recording in here. So if you're playing something and you want to grab that clip, just grab the clip, drop it there, and now press play here. If you open this up, now you have this here. And if you go into settings, audio capture is right here. So pretty cool, right? So there's so much you can do with this. This is a great tool. Now that they made it where these are actually plugins inside the DAW, I think it's a win-win for you. And if you're just using Koala, this is where it gets interesting too, because obviously you saw me where I recorded. But now I'm going to press play. And there you go. Watch. So sampling right on. This is where iOS needs to be. And I'm being honest. They need to have this. This needs to be simple. If we can do this on desktop, it should be able to be done on iOS. No question. That's why you're paying the same cost for an iPad that you're paying for a laptop. It should be easily, the audio stuff should be fixed and ironed out. So this is incredible because now this is how you can use Koala quick. And you see, I'm just running this device in the background, just playing whatever I want to play. So if I want to switch up and start doing that, same principle, hit the play button. Here we go. Pause, grab 10 seconds of that, and we'll throw it in here. If you need more, just get more. So that's the last 10, but let's say, well, I felt like I want a little bit more. I'm going to get 60 seconds back in. And then, of course, you're going to have to edit it, which I think might be. I'm going to pause this. There we go. Not loop. Tools, crop. Okay, so now you have. Of course, I wouldn't be talking while I'm recording like that, so. We'll hit the play button. Here we go. All right, so let's capture that right there because that's the part we want. Crop. We'll crop a little more on this end. And now I have a sample. Just that quick. Want to blend them together? Mix them. Oh boy. All right, guys, you get the point. I don't have to do too much more. MiniMeters. Grab it. It's going to be worth it. So many reasons to have it. I'm just saying, $20. Come on. $20, and you know they're going to give you pretty much lifetime, as far as I know, updates, because this is a huge update, and I got it from buying it for $10. So it's definitely worth having it. MiniMeters. Grab it. All right. Hope all is well. I'll see you on the next